All right, people, I'm back here with my Chevy Lumina 1993, and I'm trying to troubleshoot the whining and hissing coming from, I guess, the alternator every time I rev the engine up. Now, I've already found out the solution to the problem, so if you know anything about my videos, I try to keep it simple. That's a old acronym we used to use. It probably is still being used in the Army. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. Right? Okay. So here's my head unit. Here's my head unit, and then right now I have my my iPod plugged into the auxiliary. And every time I turn the car on, I'd get this loud hissing, whining, buzzing sound. It was really annoying, so annoying that I had to remove my faceplate. And yeah, it's an old head unit, so, but I'm okay with it. It sounds really good, except with the whining and hissing as of late. So I did some research, and a lot of people are like saying, hey, you know, check this, check that, replace this, replace that, and it just becomes overwhelming. And there's just so much money that you'd have to throw at the system. So I decided not to buy any of those items and just check the cables themselves. I pulled the head unit out, and it seemed like everything was connected properly, seemed like it was grounded properly. So I checked my my RCA cables, and yes, I have RCA cables hooked up to it. And this is the setup that I have in my trunk. So I got my 3 MTXs and this woofer box, and I got my JVC satellite amp, and I got my Audiobahn D amp, which powers my subs, and then I have that that capacitor there. So yeah. So I started checking things out, and I've got to clean this cable setup. It was buried underneath my satellite amplifier, and I think that was causing like some type of a ground loop noise with the power cable and the signal coming from my speakers. So just check those things out. Don't go overboard buying crazy stuff that people are just trying to sell, you know, like snake oil and all that stuff, you know, because you probably don't need any of that stuff. Just take the cables and make sure that they're not sitting on top of each other. I've got to do a cleaner install of these cables, and but I ended up pulling them out, and lo and behold, the hissing and whining from the alternator was removed completely. But that's, of course, if you have everything hooked up the way it's supposed to be. Now let me show you what it sounds like. So let me see what I can do here. I'm the only one here, so I have it on auxiliary. So I was listening to some Daft Punk. Okay, that's with the vehicle turned off. As you can see, all my accessory lights are on. So it sounds pretty good. And then here it is with the radio, the car running. See? You don't hear any whining. Turn my bass up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna show you the setup now. There's my satellite amp, and there's my D amp. It's powering my subs. pumping real good. So just check those cables, the power wires and your speaker signal cables. Make sure that that they're not sitting on top of each other, because they will cause that interference and it'll get horrible. Yeah, and I do like that pump. So, but yeah, just check the simple stuff first. Just check the simple stuff first. Don't go out and buy all sorts of crazy products and find out that they're not going to work, because, you know, your underlying problem is still there. Yeah. So if you have any questions, just leave comments, and if this video helps you in any way, please like and subscribe. Thanks.